Thanks. I don't know if I'm happier of for the win of these wonderful award of being able to connect with you today. Thank you very much, Ambassador Warren Gosh. Thanks a lot for your invitation, and we are clearly delighted to be awarded with such an honorable award on responsible business. For us, is definitely an achievement
I think
for
it's a
the
massive
Federation.
achievement, if I may say so, and many congratulations to you. I think, and to be honest, and you scored very highly across the board. And I confess a personal bias here because I am the son of a coffee farmer. I grew up in Africa on a coffee farm, but I did not have a vote on this. So the other competitors can't actually say I was biased. I was simply the chair of the panel. You won fairly and squarely and extremely well, and I'm absolutely delighted for you. And absolutely agree.
Thank you very much, Ambassador. And again, for us, it's an incredible award. It awards not to us today, but to the old generation that have passed through the Federation. Let me start by saying that our founding fathers in 1927 already wrote about the way to properly maintain the soils in the coffee growing areas. That was the number one. And number two, let me say that ever since the Federation was founded, our mission is to uh, look for the well-being of the coffee growers. We have 540,000 small coffee growers families with 1.6 hectares in average. So as you can see, this is a business of small holders. Therefore, the mission of this institution is complies perfectly with what we today call sustainability. And ever since we've seen sustainability, we've been going beyond what a company does as social responsibility. We go onto the three main pillars of the sustainability. We work on the environmental side, and let me tell you just one number that will call your attention. 30 years back, to produce 1 kilo of coffee that a coffee grower sells into the market, it requires 30 liters of water in order to wash properly the coffee. New technology developed by the Federation changed that situation from 30 liters to zero point 0.7 liters. So that in that you can see what a massive impact we've had into water. Then, environment as a whole, we keep on uh, growing trees all through our uh, 850,000 hectares that are in coffee. This year, for instance, we have a plan of planting more than 500,000 new trees in the coffee growing area. But this is the environmental pillar of this. The social pillar definitely is one of our major strengths. Uh, on the gender side, we work very hard to give women the proper representation on the coffee side, bearing in mind that 30% of our associates are women, head of families. So we work together with them, but we also work with the association. We strive for not child labor in the coffee growing of Colombia, and we have achieved that. And all that has to do with the social side. We have built the schools, we have built healthcare centers for the coffee growers. And we work very hard on the sustainability on the economic side because we always seen sustainability as a three-leg table, where sometimes the environmental and socials are very large, but the economic is just a short one. And we always said that the three-leg table with one shorter leg doesn't stand. So that's why we thrive not only in Colombia, but worldwide, to bring the coffee industry into a properly sustainability mood. We strongly believe that there is the possibility for coffee industry as a whole, not only coffee growers, but coffee exporters, coffee importers, coffee roasters in the UK, uh, coffee shops in London, in everywhere, Costa Coffee, to become a truly full sustainable industry that can provide the customers and the world with a concept where the three pillars of sustainability are present in every single cup of coffee that we drink. So that's been probably one of our main spirits lately. But again, ever since this institution was founded, all social responsibility, business responsibility, corporate responsibility has been present.
I think that's an absolutely marvelous summary. I was going to ask you some questions about it, but you already answered them better than I could have. I could have. The one thing I am going to ask you, but it's slightly out of the loop, but you were talking about, if you like, the economic continuity, the shorter leg of the three-legged chair stool. I do remember from my own childhood that one of the things that was really mattered in coffee was that one year the prices were enormous, and the next year they were very low. But if you are going to have sustainability, you have to have some means, particularly for a smallholder, to get through that. What have you done on that?
You're absolutely right, Ambassador. And in this regard, that's why we have invited the industry to join us in assessing what we call a prosperous income for the coffee growers, which is an income that can support the livelihood of the family, but help the family to improve in order to have a prosperity through the generations, meaning that the next generation will live better than the old generation, the past generation. So, because, it's not only coffee, but mainly all commodities where, let me give you just one number. The full coffee business around the world produces around 250 billion US dollars. Out of that, not even 10% goes to the 25 million families that live on coffee around the globe. And for us, it's not a secret that if you pay £3 for a cup of coffee in Oxford Street, a coffee grower of Colombia would get probably 2 cents out of that. So we need to balance this equation where the full chain will be responsible and will have this responsibility mood to try again to project a better world, a better understanding, a better livelihood for all humankind.
Well, I think that's an absolutely brilliant answer. But we're only having quite a short chat today. I could be very happy for us to each sit down with a drink and have a much longer chat. We can't really do this on hand now. So just a quick final question, if I may. Given that we've just had this award ceremony this year, are there any tips you'd like to offer the other entrants about what it was that made you the winners? Because I have to say that right across the piece in all the sectors, you scored very highly, and it was remarkable to see.
Well, Ambassador, I forgot to congratulate all other competitors. I just saw them and I know them and the efforts they are doing toward a responsible business environment, and they all deserve this award.
But you don't have any special tips? You think there's something? Well, I think you probably said it all, actually. And if I go back to your ethos, which is to be democratic, transparent, and participatory, which I see is on your website, I think that's an amazing start, and perhaps it is actually the roadmap that people need to look at and to follow.
Indeed. transparency and being able to be honest with your base, with the people that you represent, and transparency toward the consumer, the end consumer, so they know what type of coffee they are getting. And hopefully, I always dream the day in which the person that is sitting in Manchester drinking a cup of coffee will relate to that person that is growing that same coffee that he is drinking.
You know, I think that's happening more and more. There is an awareness, and quite a lot of the marketing here actually takes you right back to the original grower. It doesn't mean that the prices or the get back to the grower are necessarily reflected in the same way, but there's a growing awareness of that. But Roberto, thank you very much for your time, and well done mastering the technology. I've had trouble myself, so I know what it's about. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Ambassador. And once again, I want to express all my gratitude and the gratitude of three of the families that I represent. And let me give the final thanks to the British Columbian Chamber of Commerce for being so nice. And we feel greatly honored on this.
Thank you very much indeed. Hasta pronto.